looking at your background the last couple of years, I think 2007, yourself, Josh, you were the Queensville Under-21 champion. You just pipped the man here to the title.
Yeah.
Has there been a rivalry between the two of you, or how close are you?
Well, when we go back home, it's sort of, because it's all individual stuff, we don't really team ride or nothing there. We sort of just go one for one, it's all out or nothing sort of thing. But when we're here, it's sort of team ride with each other, and we can do that pretty well, so it's sort of good.
A lot of banter flying between the two of you?
Nah, we sort of just muck around a bit as well while we're doing it, but when you get your helmet on, you're pretty serious.
Well, you both came over to Scotland when you were 17, but you were scouted for Glasgow Tigers on the other side of the world, back in Townsville. How did that happen?
I think, Josh come over, I think it was around June 2007, come for a ride and that, and got noticed by a few teams and that. And I come over, I think it was about September, and I was due to come ride at Glasgow in the second half, but it got rained off, surprise, surprise. And then I met up with the team bosses, a few away tracks down south. I think they were down in Kings Lynn and Mildenhall, and just got to talking through them, and we sort of came to an agreement for the 2008 season. And then they contacted me and also Trent Leverington, who was part of the team, then asked for contact details for Grajczonek so they could bring on another young Australian, bring the two of us over, and that way have two young assets, international riders that they can bring on and make money off in later years.
Very young, 17, to come to the other side of the world. Was that not a massive step for you?
It was a big step, but it was like mind blowing when we first got here. We'd been here in 07 when we were 16, but that was with our dads and that. But last year, Mitch's dad came over with us, and he sort of got us we found our feet and that, and he helped us out with everything. And then he said, right, this year you're on your own. So this year's it's all right. We're getting there. Still got to learn to cook the meals and all that, and clean, but we're getting there.
Who does the cooking?
Oh, we share the duties. It's a decision every day what we want, and then
Aussie delicacies or a bit of Scots?
Yeah, we throw in the Aussie food for sure. Yeah, we've got our Vegemite over here with us.
Oh, well, we landed at Glasgow Tigers. They've got the great Aussie resident Shane Parker. Has he been like a father figure to the two of you?
Just because he was away for most of the season last year through injury and that, so we didn't sort of really have him around us that much. We had him at the start of the season, but then he sort of got injured, and it's a long way for him to travel up here.
Yeah.
So we didn't see him that much. We've seen him at Birmingham and that, because he only lives about 20 minutes away from there. But this year he's really good. If we're struggling out on the track, or if we want to go just that little bit harder and better and try and find a different setup, he'll help us out. You sort of just go and ask him, what are you running? And then he'll suggest what we run and everything. So it's good.
He's got great experience. How much of an influence does he have pre-match?
He's a great captain for the team. He really explains to us all this and all that, and before we even go to an away track, he knows roughly what the track's going to be like, and gives you a rough idea on setup and all that. And then he's just always there if you need advice and stuff like that. And
I think this is his final year, isn't it? Will he be missed?
Yeah, I think he will, because he's been at Glasgow Tigers. I think this is the club he's served his longest due for. And I don't know, he's been racing over here since we were born, so he's been doing it a while. And he will be missed, right?
Especially through Glasgow, because he's helped Glasgow out so many times. He's got pairs championship with them and that. So he's been good to Glasgow, and he's good to us too. So that's good.
Yeah. Well, this season's got off to a decent start for Glasgow Tigers. Are you both quite pleased with your personal performances so far? I think you yourself, Mitchell, you've improved in your average from last season, haven't you?
Yeah, well, we've both improved on our averages and that by nearly 2 points, or over 2 points onto our averages. And I don't know, just everything's clicking this year, and we both got good equipment underneath us, and I don't know, it's just all working. We're making starts and making the job easy.
And Josh, think you're third top point scorer at this stage for the Tigers?
I think so, but we got Peter Jewell in the team, and he's going to take a little while to find his feet. And once he finds his feet, I think we'll be clicking, we'll be rolling good. We're going good at the moment. We're going away, and Like we won at Sheffield and we only lost by 2 at Somerset. So it's really surprised a lot of us too. Like the way we're going, we thought, oh yeah, we'd be going all right, but we're going really good at the moment. We just had a struggle with injuries.
How frustrating was Sunday when you were leading Somerset handsomely to see it flooded out?
It was really frustrating because I think we were 14 points up by heat 7, and if we only got a few more heats in, it would have been called as a match if we got to 12. So we're sort of disappointed, but that's the way it is. You can't really rely too much on the weather here.
When that situation, is there no way you can go on? Did you agree with the decision to postpone it?
It was really bad.
The track was practically, the inside line was practically underwater, so that made that sort of racing line impossible, and
the pitch was full of hail and everything, so yeah, there was no chance.
Yeah.
Like a few times last year and that we got a shower throughout the meeting and it made it wet, but it was still rideable, whereas if we tried to ride on Sunday it would have been just dangerous.
Yeah. So Josh, I believe you're riding Elite League as well for Bellevue. How does that work?
I got a number 8 position there with them, and that's sort of basically if one of their riders is injured, they can either use a guest or they can use me. So if I get a few meetings out of it, it'll be good. I've already had one there with them. So
what meeting was that?
I think it was Bellevue versus Ipswich at Bellevue, and I went out and won my first race with them. So
excellent.
I'm pretty happy about that.
Is that beginner's luck, or do you think you can step up to that level?
I definitely could step up to that level. There's a long way for us to go. So we'll get there eventually, but that's where I want to be in a few years' time. So.
Well, it's a big one this weekend for Glasgow Tigers. We've got the Scottish Derby with Edinburgh, starting in Edinburgh on Friday night. Tell us a wee bit about the rivalry between the two sides.
The rivalry between Edinburgh and Glasgow, people say it's been quiet the past couple of years, but our home meeting against them early in the year in the Spring Trophy was quite an intense battle. There's a few riders had words on the track or in the pits, and it's definitely...
Give us a little insight. What was said? Go on, don't hold back.
Well, Josh had an incident with Andrew Tully going into turn 3. Tully decided to blame Josh for what was more than likely Tully's move that took Josh down. So they had words in the track, but luckily Josh's mechanic got there in time to split them up.
Okay, come bolting across the infield, split us up, and
there was a bit of an incident later on with Ryan Fisher and Shane Parker, and I think Fisher's claiming he wants revenge this week. So,
oh well, Tigers fans get along and support your side.
That's it. We'll
never a dull moment.
We'll have to see how it turns out.
Excellent. Well, just finally, we're here today to present some school kids with certificates. They won a poster competition to try and encourage more fans along to the Tigers. How important are these sort of events?
They're really important. Like, they got unveiled in the Queen Street Station, I think it is. So that's a lot of people come and go through there every day. So the more people that see the sport, the more fans can come along, or more people that want to start riding, and then it just grows. The sport gets bigger, and yeah, it's just a general good thing for the sport.
People don't know what they're missing out on.